What is up, you guys? It's Dee. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to construct a pattern for the top that I'm going to put somewhere in here. And essentially, I've been wanting to do this top for such a long time, but I actually haven't gotten the opportunity to. I haven't actually even got the will to. And now I finally have the will, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. And I'm actually running behind schedule because of load shading, because this top needs to be ready by tomorrow because I want to wear it tomorrow for my outfit. In case you guys haven't seen, I am doing a challenge of like finding my style and stuff like that, and I have actually uploaded day one. Yeah, the fit was not good, but anyways, that's besides the point. So you're gonna need the first pattern. My pattern is quite dirty, but this was the pattern that we constructed for stretchy fabric, the dartless bodice pattern. So I'm going to use my tracing wheel, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace around the back and I'm going to trace around the front as well. And I'm also going to adjust my neckline because I do want, as you can see, it has a turtleneck. So this neckline is slightly low. So I think I just want to bring it up by maybe a 1 or 1.5 centimeters so I can do a new neckline. So I am going to start tracing out the back first. This is, by the way, a size 12, and just gonna put something, my wallet, to just balance the paper for me. So I don't want this top to be too short. So this is my waistline. That's a crop top, right? But I just want it maybe just slightly below. So I'm just gonna mark here, here, here. Then we're gonna go all around here, even though we're not gonna use this armhole, but I just need it for security sake. And I'm gonna do here, here, as well as here, going all the way down to here. I think I should probably just like mark the area that I want. So let's use this L square over here. Okay, just gonna mark it down. There we go. And there we go. Then I'm just gonna do one line here so I can remember that. Then I'm gonna trace out the neckline of the back because I'm actually happy with the neckline of the back. I don't think there's a problem with it. So just gonna trace that out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and essentially draw it out again and make the adjustments. So I'm gonna draw the back out first, and then I'm gonna make the adjustments with you. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've traced out. We're just gonna label this back. Just gonna write CB, so I know that this is center back. Well, I mean, I do know that, but yeah, anyways, that's besides the point, ladies. And yeah, okay, so now I want to adjust a new armhole, right? And I think I do want to drop it just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure from my neckline. I'm thinking about a good 5 centimeter. Yeah, I think this would be a good distance. And then from here, I'm going to take away a good 2 centimeters going here. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be my new armhole. So we're just going to put it in like this. We're going to draw it in like this. But remember, what you do to the front, you do to the back. I think it's giving what it needs to give. I don't want to go any lower because I don't want my boobies to be like outside. I'm hoping that it's going to be as tight as possible. And then another thing that I also want to bring to your attention, we can do this relatively quick, is because we are going to be adding a new neck, a turtleneck, right? So we're going to go ahead with our measuring tape, and I'm going to measure the neckline right here, going. going, and that is 7 centimeters. So remember that we're gonna put that aside. Okay, you can go ahead and cut this out. I'll cut mine out later. Now let's go and trace our front. Okay, so now I'm gonna trace my front, and I'm gonna do exactly what I did. I'm gonna go ahead. I know I've marked this area over here. I marked this area over here, and I marked this area over here. I marked this area 15, 12. Trace around my armhole. Marked this outline here, going here, and I'm gonna give this. So you don't have to actually trace this area out, because like I said, we are going to give it a new armhole. So now, I mean a new neckline. So now I'm gonna go and draw this, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've traced it out. So this was where my original neckline was. So I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. I'm thinking 1.5 centimeters up, right over there. Then obviously I'm gonna go and square over here by 1 centimeter, and then redraw my new neckline. I really hope this is going to work. Okay, cool. Just maybe another, yeah, let's just give it 2. And then square out. And give it a nice round neckline. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna take away 5 from here, as I did in my previous in the back pattern. 5 from here, and we're gonna take away 2 centimeters from here. And then we're gonna draw in our new armhole. Cool. And then we're gonna label this as front, center front, and then once again we are going to measure our neckline, because that is very important. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow my line that I made over here with my measuring tape. Okay, and that is my measurement over here, 9.5. Sorry guys, these measuring tapes can be so confusing sometimes. So okay, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna do our turtleneck, right? So what we're gonna do is, I already added the measurement. My 9.5 plus 7 centimeters is 16.5. So I'm gonna go ahead with my ruler here. I'm gonna go mark out 16.5. So here I know this is 16 and this is 16.5. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna square it up. Now I want my the width of my thingy, of my turtleneck, to be about, I think 5 centimeters. I think 5 will work. I think 5 is cute. Okay, let's go ahead and gonna do our fold line. This is our fold line. So this will be the size once it's folded. And then 5, we're gonna add. Okay, wait, how many centimeters did I make this one? Okay, that's my mark over here. That is my mark over there. Then I'm gonna draw in my line and draw in my line. Now this is our fold line. Let me just write fold line. This is the turtleneck. And please note, this is our center front. So meaning when you cut this, you're gonna cut it on fold so that it is double the length of this particular piece. So I'm gonna cut out my pattern pieces and show you how they all look like in the end. Also, when you are like done tracing out and drawing out your pattern, you can add a seam allowance here, 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 depending on the fabric that you're going to be using. I'm not going to be sewing this area per se. I'm going to leave it raw, so I didn't add any seam allowance here. I don't feel there's a need for it. But if your fabric requires you to have a seam allowance, or if you're going to be doing any armhole stitches, you're going to definitely need a seam allowance here, going here. And then if you are going to fold and hem your pattern, then a seam allowance here. No seam allowance on the center back, and definitely no seam allowance on the center front. But same thing, seam allowance on the neckline, shoulder, armhole, and the side, as well as the hem, the bottom. And then for this particular piece, the turtleneck, you can have a seam allowance all the way around here and no seam allowance on the center front. And that is your pattern. You are done. You are looking cute, and I can't wait to see you guys in the sewing tutorial. Toodles!